The end is near. The end is here. We see this everywhere. I don't care if it's mainstream media, YouTube channels, TikTok, the movies, everywhere. And also now even in Costco, apparently. Have you seen this? It's not even just the Daily Mail, but apparently there was a TikTok video that went viral. Well, it's TikTok, go figure. But it's about Costco and how they have wild doomsday conspiracies after now they have emergency food kits. And it was brought on by this lady here. And I'm not knocking her. She's probably just looking for the best deals at Costco for prepping. I get that. But it talks about all the different things they have at Costco, emergency food. Oh, the end must be near because of this. In fact, I watched a little bit of her TikTok video and I applaud the lady because she said, oh my gosh, this stuff is so overpriced. Not overpriced because of Costco, but overpriced because of freeze-dried food. This stuff's ridiculously expensive, which ironically, the next aisle over, you can buy some canned food, which lasts indefinitely as well, and it's a fraction of the price. But that is the point of this video. The end is near, so therefore, blow all your money on stuff that's not the smartest decision you've ever made in your life. We need to keep a level head. And if there's anything about my channel that people say that I take such pride in, they say that you talk about things that are happening and problems going on and how to stockpile and stuff, but I always do it with a level head. And that's the key. And that's my point. We must keep a level head in everything we do. Not just me, but you as well. Because when you make decisions based on emotion, guaranteed you're going to make the wrong decision. Have you heard that before? Well, if not, you really need to take that to heart. But the panic, the fear, all the emotions that come along with it, hurry up, buy this, buy that, and everything else is all there for a reason. If it's like a YouTube channel, for example, let's say it's one that's basically just on world events and every title, thumbnail says, World War III, it's over, it's all going to end, the end is near, etc. It's all based on fear and emotions and gets you literally, I'm not kidding you, I'm a doctor, gets you addicted to watching it. And there's nothing wrong with watching videos that give you intelligence about what's coming. We very well may have a war in the United States. There may be cyber attacks or an EMP, coronal mass ejections, grid down. All of that is a very real possibility. But unless the video gives you some kind of tangible stuff, then that's all it is giving you panic. If it's not giving you tangible solutions, some things to do for you to prep and get ready for it, it's all about fear. It's fear-mongering. And I don't think people understand that term, by the way. Stick to the end, because I'm going to talk about the real definition of fear-mongering. People think I fear-monger on this channel. No, I'm talking about all the possible things that might happen in the world and always give you, this is how you prepare for that. Because you know what? You're not watching this video hoping to see a little cat playing the piano. You're watching this video because you see what's happening in the world and you want to prepare for it. I'm not the one that made up the news. I'm not the one that's basically causing all this conflict everywhere. I'm simply talking about the conflict, and you know what? And guys, if this happens, this is how we prepare for it. All right, but when you watch these other channels or mainstream media, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. They're all trying to get you latch onto everything except for prepping, by the way. They may call themselves preppers, but it's not prepping. It's all about getting you to watch their videos because you know what? It's all about getting views, even get paid for it, or getting sponsors or sell you a whole bunch of gear or whatever to prepare for whatever may come. And I'll tell you, a lot of the gear, by the way, is gear you really don't need. Okay, that's a whole different discussion. If you want to have recommendations of what you should and shouldn't buy, watch this channel, email me, I don't care. But you have to be careful because when they latch on super expensive devices that you may not need, you may want to completely skip that super expensive device. Just my opinion. Okay, so again, there's nothing wrong with intelligence. There's nothing wrong with watching news. There's nothing wrong with about seeing what's coming. That is very smart. But if they don't give you the tangible advice, this is how you prep for it. This is what you might want to do. We're scared of nuclear war, World War III. Yeah, it's true. But what do I do about that? How do I set up like a fallout bunker and how do I prepare food and stuff? That's the important part, not the fact that we have possible World War III looming. I hope you see the difference. And I think a lot of you do see the difference because instead of actually prepping, they're just simply saying World War III, you better run for the hills and whatever their advice is, which is basically non-existent. Okay, getting to a point about this. Stick with me in a minute. All right, when we talk about things happening, we want to talk about strategies. We want to talk about the impact. How do we do it? How to prepare for it and with a level head? And here's why. It's very simple. And here's what it comes down to. I'm a doctor. And when we talk about all the things that could kill you, outside of medical, obviously, a nuclear bomb will kill you, sure. An EMP, well, may not kill you, but the marauders, because of it, will. I mean, obviously, a lot of things in this will kill you. So what do? You watch prepping channels how to prepare for that. Because if you're just watching the scary parts without preparing for it, that fear kicks in. And you know what happens to your human body, to your body when fear kicks in? Your body releases a hormone called cortisol. It's from the top of your adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are sitting on top of your kidneys. They release the cortisol. It's always as a subsequent to stress. And that stress, releasing cortisol, has absolute, very real connections with a whole host of diseases. So many of them, from gaining weight and belly fat, not regulating your blood glucose levels, and it's even connected with blood pressure and cardiovascular disease and having a heart attack. See the irony here? This is so ironic. I'm scared about what's happening, so I'm going to watch some of these channels that's all about fear, 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 which causes me to release more cortisol. You may never actually get hit by a nuke or an EMP, but then you die of a heart attack because of watching the channels. See how that works? I always say, guys, listen, prepare so you don't live in a world of fear. Don't live in fear. Prepare. Then go on with your life. You know what? Prepare. I stockpiled my food today. I'm good. Family, let's spend time together. Let's go to the park and let's go for a run, or whatever the case may be. We have to live a real life. And hopefully you do that. Because once you start watching the fear, again, I don't care if it's mainstream media or TikTok, not necessarily picking on the one video for this lady. Again, she seemed to actually have a level head. Or if you're watching some YouTube videos that are all about, oh my gosh, we're all about to die. It is literally, physically, as a doctor, I'm telling you, it is not healthy. It is absolutely dangerous for you. Okay, so my suggestion is, and stick with me for a second more, is stick with channels, not even just our channel, obviously, but stick with channels, stick with news agencies, if they exist, I don't think they do, that gives you the tangible advice. But then secondly, you need to understand and know the definition of the word fear-mongering. A fear-mongerer is these channels, is the mainstream media, is all these things because they literally just put out fear, fear, fear. A channel like Goshen Prepping, and there's other ones too, mind you, lots of them, very good ones, who will tell you about some of the scary things happening. But we didn't make up the scary things, by the way. I didn't send all these different military forces in the direction. I didn't start all that. I'm just telling you how to prepare for it. That's not fear-mongering. That's actually giving you a remedy. My best example for this is this. You ready? Let's go on a plane ride. Where do we want to go? We want to go to Hawaii. Let's go on vacation to Hawaii together. You get on the plane. You sit down. You get out the little booklet. It says if you need to jump out the window, go this way, or what's going to be on TV, what kind of cocktails are being served. All right, so here comes the flight attendant and says, hey guys, in case this plane crashes, because you know what? If you haven't seen the news, they do crash on occasion, by the way. Oh no, you're a fearmonger. Hold on, let me continue. So make sure you buckle your seatbelt this way. And in case there's a water landing, we're crashing in the water, you're a fearmonger. No, you want to go underneath your seat, you'll find a flotation device. Oh, you need to float? You're a fearmonger. That flight attendant, my friend, is not a fearmonger. She doesn't control the planes. They go down sometimes. It happens. Mechanical failure, other things too, obviously, bring down the planes. She's not a fear-mongerer. She's trying to help you because there's a very real, scary fear out there, and this is how you overcome it. Welcome to Goshen Prepping. We talk about fearful things sometimes. That doesn't make me a fear-monger. A fear-monger simply just spruces you up and gets you all excited and fearing. And oh, by the way, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk more about fearful stuff. No, we always put tangible stuff. The grid may go down. This is how you get ready for it. There may be nuclear. This is how you prepare for it. And the list goes on and on. So my suggestion to you is stay away from the channels that put out nothing but fear. Even if you want to call it intelligence and news, I want to stay enlightened. There's ways you can stay enlightened, by the way, without always having the emotions, because those channels are not talking to you like this. By the way, today, the Russian forces moved into Ukraine. They're like, oh my gosh, World War III, this is it. This is the end, tactical nukes. And that's how they talk. That is a fear-mongerer. This is just simple, polite advice I'm giving you guys. I'm just trying to help you out. Try to stick with keeping a level head. Stay with it. Stick with it. Our whole purpose on this channel is survival. It's all about survival. And that's why we prep, is to survive. Thanks for watching.